Okay, I'm going to call the regular meeting of the Architectural Review Board for Monday, March 9th, 2026 to order. And the first thing we'll do is a quick roll call. Andre LaFerrier, Chairman, Denise Alec, Vice Chairman, Ed Armstrong, Secretary, Teresa Watford, Michael McGinnis, both members, and Kate Calderella is absent. Janice Quinn is our recording clerk tonight, doing a spectacular job. And I will put items B, C, and we are going to add an item D on the agenda, which will be a discussion and vote on halo or shadow lighting. We'll have that discussion for B, C, and D after the regular meeting at the end. Okay, and we will jump right into Middlesex Orthopedic and Spine Associates. Who's here for that?
Darcy. Darcy Roy, can you hear me?
Yes.
We can.
Would I be able to share my screen or no?
Sure can.
Certainly.
Okay. Are you able to see that?
Yep.
Yes, we can.
I can see it.
Oh, wonderful. My name is Darcy Roy. As you know, I'm here on behalf of National Sign and Middlesex Orthopedic. My husband came before you the last time because I was at the Super Bowl. And there were some issues and I wasn't really quite sure. So I went back and forth with Chris in the zoning office. So what we have here, the signs haven't changed, but we are going to put little, well, the signs will be dark sky compliant, the illumination, and also there will be timers set to shut off 1 hour after closing, both of the illuminated signs. This is the west elevation, as you can see, that is approximately 1,714 square feet of wall right here. And therefore we would be allowed the 75 square foot max sign, and we are installing a 65 square foot sign. So it's a little bit smaller than what we would be allowed. There was a question as to this side of the building. We are taking this is our entire tenant space because, I'll show you here, this section of the building is Middlesex Ortho. This is the second tenant. And I guess there was some kind of discussion that this 90-foot was incorrect. I wasn't there, so I'm not sure what the discussion was about, but I can tell you that this is our entire frontage. This is our tenant space. So using that 90 feet, we have about 1,340 square feet here, which would allow us the maximum of 40 square foot, and we're asking for 24.4 square feet. And so those were the questions that I thought that you had. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is Andre speaking. I'm the chairman of the board. The problem is, it's not so much with the west elevation was fine size-wise. That's not an issue. The north elevation was, because you have an articulation that breaks up the wall. We look at each articulation as a measurement. So you're 10 feet high by the width of the articulation. So you just have that area from the west side of the portico to the corner of the building. That's the length we measure by, times 10 feet. And so I came up with actually 16.5 square feet for that second sign. That's what you're allowed based on that articulation.
That makes sense.
So because I said, in fact, Chris and I had a discussion, and I sent her, it was 64.3.4. 64.3.4 gives you that indication, says it's more than 2 feet from another building wall. So you calculate just that section, not the whole width of the building. So that's why, so 16.5 square feet would be fine.
Okay.
Now, how were you planning on doing the dark sky compliant? Because again, we have and that's where, that came up. 64.3.10 requires dark sky compliance. Though they don't go much beyond that at this point, as far as a spec, but it does require dark sky compliance. How are you planning on doing that?
Well, I believe what they're planning on doing is putting some little hats, if you will, above the illumination so that it doesn't go up. And I believe that was something that you discussed with Chris regarding another sign that just got, I think it was it Toyota that was approved?
I think it was Kia or something, and
Yeah,
they put a shade over it, and that's fine. Well,
yeah.
we'll talk about color, temperature, and lumens in a minute, but yeah, that's fine then. So you can fly with that. That's not a problem. Like I said, the only thing is that size of the north sign.
Yeah.
Because you're going on just that chunk of wall, so that
Yeah.
would be fine. The next is color temperature. We look at 3,000 Kelvin would be fine. I don't know what you were planning originally. I don't know if I have the specs here.
It looks to me, because they're trying to show that right here. It looks like they're at 4,000, so they need to go down to 3,000.
3,000. And
Okay.
your lumens, though, can go top out at 1,500, which should give you enough illumination, to outline your sign. Because you
Okay.
got to turn it on. It's going to shut down at night anyway. The
It is.
reason when we go back a little bit, the reason we okayed the monument sign out by the road and allowed that light in is because there isn't any other lighting there. You've got street lighting farther down your driveway, but there's not much out by the highway. So, we took that into consideration, when we let
Okay.
that one go.
Okay.
Because that was a safety issue. 'Cause
Okay.
there's really not very much on the road at that spot, and you're gonna be getting headlights coming out from the exit on, what's it, exit 66? 66. So you're gonna have cars cresting that and shining across at cars coming up your driveway, maybe 10, 15 feet to the north. So, we just felt there had to be something that was illuminated there. We couldn't put lights in at that point because they had to stay farther down the road because of the big setback the state required. I remember that whole meeting, so we kind of went with that. So
Okay.
yeah, if you could do that, that's fine.
So if I make those changes and I submit them to Chris, is this something that can be done administratively as long as we meet all
We're
of
gonna
your?
we're gonna approve it tonight.
Oh, okay.
It
Okay.
hadn't been fully approved. It came back. We continued it to this meeting. We just
Okay.
had a snowstorm or two in between.
Yeah, yeah, we did. Yep.
So, I would make a motion to accept the application as presented with the conditions that the lighting be kept at 3,000 Kelvin and shielding be applied to the halo lighting to prevent light trespass is what they call it, light trespass. And to make the north sign 16,
And a half.
in fact, 16 and a half square feet in that position.
Second.
And Teresa seconds that. Further discussion? 2 cents? No. Ed,
Sounds good to me.
you okay with that? Good. So we'll take a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
It's unanimous. It's approved. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Have a nice night.
Okay, bye-bye.
You too.
Okay. Okay, are we all set to go on to 5 guys or do you need?
Force you to stop sharing.
Yeah.
My computer has frozen, so I'm just trying to get out of here.
Okay.
I'm shutting down.
There we go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you, Darcy.
Hi, Pam.
Hi. I'm representing Five Guys. And the issue with this is that the company has decided to change their branding somewhat from the regular red channel letters. Now they're putting white channel letters on a backer, a red backer, which, as you can see, really makes a difference in the signage. The issue, I think, was that the backer, even though we're replacing the exact same signage, the backer was a little bit too big from what you were asking. So I went back and they changed, I think it was the front elevation was okay. We were at 62 square feet and I think we were allowed like 100.
Yeah,
But on the side one, the west or rear, we were only allowed 25. And originally we had more than that. So we were able to bring that back down to 24. So that's where we are now. So I'm hoping that we now comply.
yeah, the size is fine. However,
However,
actually, what's good is we usually like white type on a dark background. That's our rule of thumb if we can. For
Oh.
sign. Contrast is much better. It's easier to read.
yes,
However,
Okay.
in reading your specifications, this is where we're going to have a little discussion. You're showing 7,000 K white LED lights.
yeah,
Actually, it's 7,100 K.
that's right.
And your signs in our again, I'll go back to 64.3.10 illumination calls for dark sky compliant. And the problem with 7,100 K is that there's a very large element of blue. So what we need to do
Oh.
is we need to cut that back. You can do illumins because it's an internally lit sign. You can
All
go
right.
up to 1,500 lumens. It'll keep you bright enough, but you have to bring the color temperature down to 3,000 K.
Oh,
Which
so
is a
you
warm,
what?
see, your color is a cold white, a very cold white
Yes,
light. And, you know, somewhere in the middle, down around 4,000 to 5,000 is a neutral white, but you got to bring it just a little below that, down to 3,000 K is what we look for in town. It's
right.
easier on the eyes. Now, the way we're looking at it is that your north sign, the smaller of the two signs, okay, is the one that's going to be seen. So, you know, if you have that 1,500 lumens, that would be fine, actually. Most people know where Five Guys is because you have you're on the monument sign.
Exactly.
And the bigger sign is facing the parking lot, and at that point, they're going to see it.
Okay.
Regardless. So, you know, it's not a handicap. It's going to make it more compliant and tone down the brightness a
The
little bit.
brightness.
Yeah, and that's the problem. And if you can do that, I'm fine with everything else.
Okay. I'm sure that they'll go along with this. They've been waiting patiently. So I'll let them know tomorrow that we need to bring it down to 3,000.
3,000 K and other than that, the signs, do you have something
We
to?
do. I just want to make sure
Mhm.
that there's a timer on it, that it shuts off an hour after close of business.
That I do not know, but I'll definitely contact them tomorrow. And I'm sure there must be a timer on it already, but I can't guarantee that. So I'll talk to them tomorrow. I'll make sure that there is one that turns it off 1 hour after.
Yeah, that's in that same regulation 64.3.10 if they have our book
Okay.
access.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
it requires the
apparently
camera.
you can tell I did not read all of that.
Yeah,
So,
no, Denise is absolutely correct. Yeah.
all right, I will make sure that that's done. Now, what do you need tomorrow for me to verify that and then we'll get
No.
approval?
We're going to vote on it right now.
Okay.
And Chris will have that tomorrow. Okay. So
Yes.
I have a problem with that. So,
All
would
right.
anyone like to?
Second.
Great.
Who made the motion?
Oh, okay.
God, he's enthusiastic.
Yeah.
You want to make a motion?
Yes, I make a motion to approve the signage with those two requests to lower
Yeah.
the temperature and to ensure there's a timer. Thanks.
Absolutely. And I will get that to you tomorrow.
Second.
Now Mike seconds
Thank
it.
you.
Okay, any further discussion?
Nope, sounds good.
Teresa? No, we're set. You're all set, Ed? Okay.
Thank you.
We'll vote now. All in favor?
Aye.
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 So You've got it. Chris will know tomorrow.
All right, thank you so much. Have a good night.
You're welcome. You too.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I want my medium rare.
Denise? Hello. On here, and I'm wondering if she's.
Oh, I can't say goodbye. I'm trying to say good night, and it's
Good
just,
night.
and I'm still right here. Okay, good night.
Right.
Good night.
You're so nice. You're like waiting for the final good night.
Yeah.
I'm just moving her. I just. Goodbye.
Sounds like, what was that,
You're
family that was, good night, Denise, good night.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Waltons.
good night, John boy. Night, Mary Helen.
Okay.
Denise, Carmen. Carmen?
Yes, I got 'em under my daughter's name. She was
I
using my.
was like wondering,
This
like,
is,
what?
this is Andrew from Computer Science. How are ya?
Oh, I recognize you.
I'm standing in for Tristan. Yes.
Okay. You want to fill us in a little bit on what you're doing here?
We're here for Stonescape.
Now, is that going to be a showroom?
It is. a big show
We're losing.
is what I gather from Hess. Yep.
You broke up a little bit.
Yeah, your image is frozen.
You're back.
In and out. Is that better?
Perfect.
Good. Yes, so I what I gather from the new owner of the property is that this is going to be a showroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, are you using the existing sign fixtures?
We're going to use the existing sign for the pylon sign, and then we're doing new for everything else.
Okay.
So new faces for that, and then just a non-illuminated sign for the side sign, and the front sign he was gonna do front lit, face lit channel letters.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, judging by the pictures here, I think it's a nice looking sign. You know, and it appears to be, from what I can tell, what I have here is that it's basically the same size. So we're compliant on size. Now, are you lighting that main sign on the front
Yeah.
and the pylon? Both are going to be lit?
Yes, so just correct. Yeah.
You want to give us some specs on that, your color temperature and all
Yeah,
that?
well, so it's well, we'll do the 3,000 for the LEDs, and then but it's because it's got the fusers on the face, you really won't tell the temperature as much because it'll have blue translucent vinyl over the faces. But actually Design Center as well is face lit, so that'll have white acrylic, but we'll use those same LEDs.
Yeah, no, it looks good to me.
Yeah, nice sign.
Yeah, I like the design of it. It's
Yeah,
it uses the
Yeah.
background, and again, it's a reverse sign, which is again what we're looking for. You're experienced with us anyway. You know that we like that. So
yeah,
but it's a nice design. So
yeah.
Ed, do you have any other questions? These color temp, everything's fine. I think it looks good.
3,000 Kelvin looks great. Yeah, that's fine.
And yeah, and I was getting tired of looking at Mad Coffee
Me
anyway.
too.
Oh
But,
God,
I'm
seriously.
usually smiling when I drink my coffee.
So,
Happy to be awake.
We try to steer these customers in a direction, and sometimes it's an uphill battle.
Yeah. Okay, Trish, you want to make a motion?
oh, before we
Oh,
do,
Go ahead.
I just want to make sure, Carmen, that there's a timer on both those lit signs.
Yes,
To go off.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
it's Andrew, but
I'm speaking to the sign maestro. Okay. Okay.
yes,
Thank you.
Okay. Want to make a motion?
I make a motion that we pass the signage as written, with the addendums of it'll definitely be 3,000 compliant and that it'll shut off an hour after business.
Perfect.
I'll second that. Any further discussion? No?
No.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, so
Great.
moved. Yeah, good luck.
Look,
We look
Thank you,
forward to
Andrew.
Seeing
All
it.
right, thanks, guys. Have a great night. See ya.
Thank you.
Me too.
Yeah, that will be so nice. How
That'll
long,
be nice. I love the logo.
how long has Mad Dog been closed?
Oh, Jiminy.
Oh, that's gotta be
Crickets.
close to a year.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
I think more.
well, at least two,
Like
because
two.
when I
More
moved
than a
here.
Mhm.
Yeah. He has Madison and I guess Guilford Coffee or something. Yeah, he has the two shops
Yeah.
there. And he has the coffee shop at up in Mad River in Vermont, I guess is Mad River. I'm not a
Interesting.
skier, so.
What's the one in Guilford?
I think it's called Guilford Coffee Shop or something. It's some sort of a generic type name, but he has a
Interesting.
coffee shop there and one in Madison.
Well, you wouldn't think, you'd think then that he'd be able, you think he has bad
Mm.
coffee in all locations.
He had terrible staff.
He is the one in Mad
I can tell
River.
you Going in.
I
He
agree.
was just there.
I agree.
That's what fun did.
Oh, yeah. That's.
I mean, and
that's
Bad
better
staff.
coffee.
They were unenthused and a bit of a toot.
Well,
Standing around talking
attitude.
in the kitchen, nobody's coming out to help you.
Yeah.
I
the
walked
help
out.
was terrible.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was doing physical therapy and just made, and over, next to the new Dunkin' Donuts, because you can look out the window and I made a comment about all the cars going in. I said, boy, if I had $5 for every car going through there, I'd be happy. And they said, yeah, well, it beats the other place, and all the therapists were starting to just rip this guy to
Oh,
shreds.
my.
And then the other patients who were there were, yeah, and it was like Burnham, it's like, oh,
Wow.
geez,
Okay.
So, well, no wonder he's closed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Mad Dog.
Yeah.
It's a-
Someone asked me today about skippers. They'd been down
EOs?
Florida to promote the
Oh,
winter. I said, it's gonna be Greek,
Yeah,
yeah.
good Greek.
yeah.
Lefty's a good guy. Anyway, okay, so what I will do is as chairman, without objection, we'll enter the minutes from previous meetings into the record. Then we'll go on to item C.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is to amend our calendar to change the time of the meetings to 6 p.m. beginning with the April 13th, 2026 meeting.
Great, because at 6:25, I was like, oh my gosh, did the 6 p.m. meeting start already? And I'm like, well, I didn't get a text.
So that's what's going over the across the.
Where are you?
Any-
Fine.
Yeah, I don't think were you traveling when we came up with that or?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
This has gone about 6 weeks. so.
Correct.
And we
Africa,
missed
right?
you terribly.
Yes, I know you have.
You were in Africa, right?
Yeah,
We canceled.
How
2
was
meetings
it?
While you were gone.
fantastic.
Oh, nice. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's, I just think that's so much better, because most of the other meetings start at 6.
Yeah.
And.
Yeah.
And when we do get one of those long meetings, it
Yeah.
can run late.
The one I sat on before I was a member, it went on till I think 10.
Jiminy Cricket, seriously.
Oh, and I'm sorry, but I was falling asleep and I was like, I mean, obviously when you're
I
hearing.
heard it was the snoring.
You gonna make a motion for minute?
Yeah, okay, we're gonna make them out. How do you feel, Ed? 6 o'clock, good?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, so I'll make a motion. We change the start time of our meeting to 6 p.m. beginning with the April 13th, 2026 meeting.
I second it.
Any seconds? Any further discussion, folks?
No.
No, all in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Aye.
So moved. Okay.
Hey.
I did add one item to the agenda,
Dun, 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 dun.
and now that our customers have gone away, and they were all very nicely compliant,
Yes.
Ed,
Yes,
all our applicants were fine with 3,000 K.
yes, that's important.
Yeah,
Very important.
so you
Yep.
saw some of the material, it'd be in your email if you didn't manage to print a copy, so it'd be worth reading. And I think Janice
Yeah, I
has
printed
some.
them all out.
Yeah, hey, Janice, I sent the email to you and Andre and Denise Okay,
it
Janice,
out.
could you send it to the other members?
I
So
gave
they-
it to Mike and Teresa. They gave them a copy of
Oh,
each.
thank
I
you.
printed some out.
Perfect.
The only
Perfect.
one is, we'll need a set for, I can make up a set, next time we see Kate when she comes.
Great.
I'll give her a-
Perfect.
Or
Thanks.
I'll email her. I'll put it
Thanks.
together and send it to her. I have her email, so I can
Great.
send
Great.
that. Okay, so item D, we need to have a discussion and a vote. It's this business of the halo lighting, you know, I mean, we could go on and keep asking for caps and shields and those will work.
Right.
It's not ideal. Chris said we would have the option of just banning it outright. And then we'll put it in the zoning notes in the book. Or if we want to put more specific and expand on that with other specifics, like our 3,000K, you know.
I like the idea.
With special exceptions and expand that. I would like to combine it with, but I would basically like to ban, that's my feeling, to ban it.
I agree.
It's hard to control.
And
Now, these
exactly.
people were very cooperative tonight.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I was very happy as we didn't have to get into that whole explanation. But once you get over 5,000K, you're getting into that blue element and that just disrupts, well, human vision as well, which is why actually people are generally advised, turn off your screens an hour before bedtime and you'll actually get a better night's sleep because you take that blue element out of your brain. Okay, it really has an effect. But it also has an effect on wildlife and feeding, reproduction, birds flying, because birds navigate by the stars. Okay, and the cloudy nights, they have a rough time, but they do it. And that's how they get around. That's how they migrate. And as soon as you introduce all these other elements, so that's our goal, is to try and keep lighting down to 3,000, a nice warm.
you are singing to the choir, because in Los Olivos, California, there are no exceptions.
Mm.
And it's lovely. The stars are amazing.
So I think, and that goes to other discussions we've had about putting specific color temperatures in the regulations. So why don't we, how would you word the motion to create an addition to the regulations
Amend the,
In compliance
To,
with.
amend the.
to further the instructions on dark sky compliant with specific color temperatures and a ban on halo lighting.
Yes, and you could add to make it consistent with dark sky, which is one word, by the way, with a capital S, dark sky Connecticut. So dark sky Connecticut is associated with international dark sky. And they like 3,000 Kelvin.
Yeah, so if we do those, and then the other one too was, hang on, let me find the other sheet too. So
In
if
fact, I'd
you
like to
read-
add that Denise, Sustainable Connecticut,
I was just gonna say, here's
it
the-
refers
we've got
to
the
Dark
copy.
Sky International as a standard.
See,
That's
that's,
Yeah.
he sent that to you as well, with sustainable,
Yeah,
the outdoor lighting regulations,
No, I love it.
and so.
Would we have any idea, at this stage, how many businesses do not comply,
I can,
to, just from a percentage standpoint, do not comply to this new, sustainable Connecticut regulation?
yeah. I think the only way we can address that is we can join other towns in Connecticut as a model, a dark sky compliance town. We are not on the list of model. Also, I'll use the word model, dark sky compliance towns, but other towns are. And that's, it's,
You've got, with the four towns on here, Goshen, Fairfield, Milford, and West Hartford all have certification. You can get certification. And it would
Yeah.
be nice if we could work towards certification.
I agree.
I do too.
Yeah.
Can we add?
And that'll.
But that's
keep us-
going forward,
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
But
those
to
things are
your-
grandfathered.
But to
They,
your question,
yeah,
what % of existing signs today in Old Saybrook
yeah.
do you guys think do
what would I
not
think?
comply?
Yeah.
Half?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I think
It'd
a
be like
lot.
certain ones just jump out.
I know.
Yes.
Just jump out. We had a battle with the auto mall, and actually that big pylon right on 154 is compliant. Because I remember, I think you were around, Ed, for that. Remember when Emily was here and we had,
Yep.
and the guy who had that co-op, he was the head of the
Yes.
co-op there. And
Yes.
man, we crossed swords with this guy, and he was starting to insult Emily and all that. And he was trying to, and I said, you've got to have all the logos, and all the cars that you represent have to be monochromatic, black and white,
Yep.
with white with black, whatever, but
right.
preferably black background, white letters. Oh no, contract this, contract that. And I said, no. I said, because I've been in the ad business long enough to know that for every wonderful color ad that you see printed, all those businesses have a black and white ad
Yeah.
because sometimes they don't want to spend on color. Sometimes they want to be in a newspaper. Sometimes they want to put out a flyer, can't be in color. So I said, you check your contracts and you're going to see you have black and white. If you go up there, you'll see black and white. So
Yeah, I can make
sometimes
a
you
sug-
win, but the lighting is subdued because we had the battle.
Good.
Why don't they make a suggestion that we vote and then we take off the rest of this discussion offline? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I like that.
Okay, so I'll make a motion that we present land use with an option to correct the zoning codes for sign illumination 63.3.10 to include specific standards for lighting, and that would also include a ban on halo lighting.
And do you want to reiterate the dark sky or no?
And bring us into dark sky, complete dark sky compliance.
Yes.
I second.
Ed seconds.
I second. Is the timer thing in there too?
Timer's already here.
Okay, just
Yeah.
no one reads it. Okay.
Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Unanimous. So moved.
Nice.
I'll give Chris a call to talk to her about it, and we'll arrange a time. And I don't know, you around at all? I know Ed's going to be out of commission for a few weeks.
Oh.
Let's go offline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Adjourn offline. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna adjourn.
We're
So,
gonna adjourn.
okay,
And
a motion
if
to
we continue.
adjourn.
Second.
A second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, we're adjourned.
Aye.